Mark, good win against Dewsbury at a new venue.
Yeah, different, wasn't it? And we've had a lot of trouble in trying to arrange the game. Obviously, when the fixtures came out early November, we tried to tell the Rugby League that we couldn't play and tried to reverse the fixture with Dewsbury. Wasn't allowed to do that and was made to play on that weekend. We did. We played at Mount St Mary's. Luckily enough, the weather was fantastic, and it was like being in Australia. It was like the barbecue and the beer at the side of the bar, the side of the ground, and it was a great atmosphere. And you know, the ground was in pretty good nick, and you know, we played pretty well and got the main thing, which was the result. So we've copped a lot of stick from it, particularly from Dewsbury, saying that we're incompetent with this, with that, and actually we just wanted to play the game, and thank goodness that Mount St Mary's worked, the staff, the people there worked hard to make sure, as did the Sheffield Hills staff, to make sure the fixture went ahead, and you know, the result at the end of the day was the most important thing, the game on, the result, and having a good day, and we did that, so really pleasing, to be fair.
And moving on from then, last weekend, another good win in France.
Yeah, obviously on the back of the Hunslet, you know, when we were very clinical and scored lots of points. The Dewsbury game, we still scored quite a number of points. You know, we got 40 points again. So going to Toulouse and getting the guys together for like a full-time environment for a couple of days and a bit of bonding and realigning what we as objectives for the season, it was important to us. And you know, I'm not saying we played particularly well. You know, we played okay. We wasn't outstanding, but you know, we got the main thing, which was the result. And then again, that little bit of momentum's there now. It's 3 on the bounce, and again, we scored some good tries, but we wasn't, you know, we didn't gel, we didn't look fluent, and we made a lot of mistakes. And you know, there are things that we keep talking about, keep looking at, and individuals' responsibility is to make sure we learn and we don't make the mistakes. So we'll give them a week off. We'll come back from Toulouse really early Monday morning. We'll give them the week away from the club, still doing programmes. Obviously, we're back in next week with a massive fixture coming up against Widnes away.
And we haven't had time since last time we talked to you talk about your new role.
Yeah, exciting, and the next challenge for me personally, you know, that challenging myself to see what I can do on the international field. And the exciting thing is the 2013 World Cup coming up, been drawn against Australia, England and Fiji, and all them three got to the latter stages of the World Cup last year in 2008 in Australia. So really looking forward to it. I've been over to Ireland once already, had a look at the domestic competition. It's not great, you've got to put your cards on the table, say it isn't, but what I was really impressed with is the A team, the Wolfhounds. I did a session with them on the Sunday morning, and the big, the strong, they can play, you know, rugby. Not necessarily rugby league at this moment in time, but that's my job, and I'm sure that, you know, some of them athletes that we've found there will develop on to become senior members of the senior squad. So yeah, looking forward to it. You know, I'm just looking at putting things in place now. Obviously, it's not going to impact on the job with Sheffield Hills, because if it would have done, then I couldn't have taken the job. The board of directors have been outstanding. You know, they support me on it, understand that it's the next challenge for me. The immediate plans with that is to have a look at like I said, the Wolfhounds all playing against Wales and Scotland, and then in England in June, back in the July and August, and then building into the October-November period with the seniors, where we play Wales, Scotland, France and Samoa. And I think it's just going to be confirmed that we're going to be playing at a new venue as well. So exciting times, looking forward to it. But you know, day-to-day running and making sure that Sheffield Hills are and the team are climbing up the table even further than we already are.
I'm looking forward to next weekend. A difficult task.
Definitely, because you know, we played his first game of the season against Widnes at Bramall Lane, and you know, it was supposed to be a big occasion. I thought we were disappointing, as we have been in one or two of the big games. So we need to make sure we go there pretty confident but quiet, go about his business and make sure we're pretty clinical, and his execution of the small detail is very good, because that's what's been letting us down. People making individual mistakes, not playing the ball correctly, or passing the ball when it's not on, and they're the sort of things we just got to squeak on. What we have got is a real hunger as a group of people to defend, and which is outstanding.